I was moving some belts yesterday, it started. Now we're going to really go hell-bent for leather. We're going to move all this stuff up higher. So I want... Oh, that's right. I can put my fix-it coupons in my dimensional depot now. Sweet. Alright. I don't really think I need any inventory, but I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can use up. But I don't think so. Wouldn't hurt to keep that on me. Alright. So a little housekeeping, getting belt work just right. Yep, exactly is all. What I want is I want this here. I want the lower two belts to be removed. So we're going to have to shift some things around. Because I think we made some decisions a while ago where the third one up, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the third one up is the lowest height. Because that is a truck can get under that fine. So that's what we want. Should have done it better from the start, but here we are. So that what that will mean is I will also need to put some roofs on some of these buildings for these higher up ones. Because I want to do... Excuse me, that moon's bright. Because I need to use the roof. That's what I need. May not do it all the way, it's just these couple of layers. Might even fix this one up here that is a bit messy. Oops. Yeah, that's a good one. That one. Right, and then oh wow, cheap viewers on streamboo.com, but you've got to remove the space. I probably shouldn't say that out loud. I know no one's stupid enough to actually go there, but you know. Okay. So if this stuff's coming in here, so that doesn't even need to come in at that height. Ideally, I've got 1 and 2. For these upper levels, I'm okay with. Kind of would prefer not to go down that far. Get wrecked, Spambot. That's right. Okay, so they're coming in. So it's those top 2 layers and that third one coming in. I'm going to deal with this portion later. Actually, we're not going to get distracted. This is more important over here. So I think, okay, so we've got a couple of outputs. We've got that output here. We've got outputs here. And all these, I would prefer to move these over to here. Maybe. Yeah, I can't see no reason why. But I only need to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4. See, if we look at this, if we disregard this one here, well, even that's not a big deal. That one, that was there, say. That's still... Yeah, I reckon starting off, simply moving these bottom 4 up. So I've got room here for 1 or 2. I've got room here for 2 of them, and then yeah, all right. So we need to get a bit of sky high action there with the auto save. Right, so I'm going to be jumping backwards and forwards here. I reckon... So I've been used to doing that on number 5. So I'm just going to change that here. Blueprints, logistics. I'm going to put that on number 5 for the time being. Like I said, I was happy with that. Something else that I thought about too is so we're talking about moving these bottom 4. Why don't I go this way with them across here? I can go and then keep going this way. Do a 180 across here and come back to their respective machines. I reckon that's what I'm going to do, because then I can have lower belts and not have to do as much extra moving around of stuff. So the lowest one I can do. Now, is there a reason why, if I'm going to be making all these changes, I might make this one, I might move that one up and move that one up 1, because then that means I can make use of this direction. Or no, actually I've used 1 and 2 on that side. Yeah, so if I do that, then it means I can start on number 2. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I'm going to move these ones. And they both mark 1. Yeah, okay. So let's go with that one goes to there. That one. That's it. And then that one would probably go there. So many belts. Setting up a container to sink to drop all the stuff in the belts into, or are you just going to bin it when you're full? I do have a container I can go and over there somewhere I can go and dump, but it's only ingots. There's not many ingots, to be honest. So I'll probably just delete them. But actually, it doesn't really matter because I have my inventory doesn't fill up as much as it used to. So it doesn't hurt to just keep collecting it and then put it in that sink when I'm done, I suppose. That's that one. Go to there. And also, while I do all this, you can let it drain out a bit. That one to there. Okay, that's... See, there's a lot of this. It's going to look much neater when I'm done. This goes this way. Right, they're coming. And there. So now that means I can do... So that's a Mark 1, that's a Mark 1, that's a Mark 1, that's a Mark 1. So they're all Mark 1s. So we can start off by doing... Go there. So then that'll be 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 38, 7 to here. I like how you can click on the middle of a belt and not actually the end of the belt, and it knows which one you're talking about. Because it's put the... It automatically thinks that's what you're wanting to do. Right, over here. Right. Yep, that's fine like that. So then it should just be... Should be, if I put that in the right spot. And that's that one. And then this one's... So that'll probably be... Can it go? Perfect. So that sorts out those first two. Cooking alert, no worries. Herb and garlic snacks. That sounds damn nice. Now I'm going to leave the belts interconnecting the buildings for the moment because I may reuse them. So that's fine. So all I did then was just move those up. That's all I wanted to do to start off with. That's good. I'll keep bringing these around. Focus on this task. That one was not right. Right. Oh, I never did this one. So... So that would be that one, that one, oh, that looks good. This one, because I didn't need it at the time, now we do. Yeah. And we have, so it's the bottom four, so that's one, that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right. So if I deal with these upper two first. Right, so it's this one. I'm going to deal with one at a time because I'll get way confused. So this one is this machine here. So if I was to come and then if I did the second lower belt to here for that one, and then this belt here, is that going to be, that's obviously, hold up, I can go all the way up there, right, yep. So what am I dealing with? I'm dealing with belts 2 and 3. So starting off with this one. So if it was that one,
you can go eat a dick.
Corin, hello, welcome. Perfect way to enter. Yeah, so I think that was there. Then that would be, I reckon, this one here. Oh yeah. No, that'll be right. Ultra Lurk mode, got lots of stuff to accomplish this week. No worries, Corin, totally understand. That one came around to there, that's fine. So if that was this one, let's go with one to here. So that to there, and then that will go into the machine there. Alright. So we're going to go with this top one. Now it's got to go there's nothing to say, so where is it? It's this one here, right? It's this here. There's no reason why it can't come across here. It's got to cut through all this gibberish, doesn't it? Yeah, it can come across here and then drop down and be at the right height, and then it's got to go. Can come through here. No, I'm not trying to avoid that. I think what the smartest idea is, yeah, is to come across Yeah, that's what I want to do. We'll just come straight across and straight that way, and then we can drop down once we're past here. So you would have one here, and then that there. No, wrong way. Wrong. It would be this one here. One here, like that. So I'd grab this to here, and then it's this one here, which is in the middle. So it'll be there and there. So if I grab that, there, now we're going to hit some, that conveyor belt will work around that. In that case, we'll have to do it at that height, not there. Yeah, that height there. Alright. So all that means is that should be perfect. It's still feeding. Now this one here, we stop. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah. Oh, I think I just deleted the wrong conveyor belt. And maybe? No, maybe not. We're gonna work it out anyway. It did finish feeding through. Yep. So then that would mean they're all supposed to be coming in on that one, which I can see them coming. That comes around. So then all I've got to do is delete that now goes to there. Beautiful. Yes, I did delete this one. This is incorrect. I wasn't ready to delete that one. Alright, now, so we've gotten rid of one of these here. The next one is probably, I would say this one. Now this is interesting because we've got, I want to work this one, I want to drop the height on, I think. And I can do that here. So comes in. Well, I'd say I want to drop it here. So I reckon I'm going to go so I'm dropping this one here, aren't I? By one. Yep. So I'm going to go to here. To there. And then the next one will be, I might be able to get it to here. Yep, I can get it to here. So then I want to get it to here. So it'll be oh, that's better. And that frees up this conveyor belt coming back the other way. Doing some tidying up as we go. This one we're going to get rid of in a minute, so that's fine. Right, so that's coming in there. Perfect. Okay, so the whole point of that is I've got ingots that will come around on this line here, and I was going to have them going into, well, it could be here, but probably I would say this one here, because then all that leaves us with is this one and this one, and they'll come in on the inner side. I think that's going to work. And I think I've positioned this properly. So let's follow this one back and disconnect it. That's good, because that's going to come up perfect right here, yeah. So if I had, anyway, as it kept talking, it's this here, it'll be so what I'll do here is alright, no, let's make this a bit simple. I'm getting a little bit complicated here. It needs to be this one here. It's this output here. I need to avoid the all that stuff going on there, but it's the middle there. So I would be there. There. And then I would I don't know how spacing is. I'm going to need to go that one there. Yeah, actually here, like this. No, it'll be there. No, hold on, no. Let's get rid of that. I was on the right path. This. And then that. Alright, so if this makes sense, I want this belt here to go here. Actually, hold on. That goes to here. That goes to there. And then this goes to there. Perfect. No, I didn't connect to the right belt. Close. That's it. Oh, that goes down. Perfect. Now that's the right, correct way. That's going to follow all the way around. It's going to come around here, and then it doesn't take long for them to drain. While I was fiddling around doing all of that, and then this one's going to come to there. So there. Perfect. Alright, so we can get rid of this. Alright, so now we've got left, I'm getting rid of this. Alright, that's got rid of all of that. Now it's these bottom two belts to get rid of. And they're going to be the ones that are going to come in on the inner run. And I may change this one to be higher. Let's see. I might actually redo one bit here. And that would be, I reckon this one here. Take that to there. Right. Okay, so now just going to make things simple for me to start off with. They're the two I've got coming in. And they're not, and that's conflicting. But we can raise up. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go... So now I can come through here. Let's say we go to... Oh, let's have a look. One of them is going to be to here. And one of them is going to be to there. So I reckon the one at this end should be the higher one up. And this be the lower one. So that's there. Dr. 1010, how you going? How's it going? Satisfying stream so far? Absolutely. We're just shuffling a few belts around. As I'm trying to plan ahead for some stuff that I didn't plan ahead with earlier. So link that to there. That might be fine. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Okay, so that would be that one. Okay, so it's a bit far. That's exactly right. There's always a mod for something. That'll go to there. Right. So that's this one. Needs to go to the upper one. Right. Right. So it's this one, yeah, right here. That one, I need to get to this belt here. So I might just do that belt there. How's things to you, Dr. 10? To there. That's interesting. And then it's going to be all the way over to yeah. So it needs to go things are well. A dog woke me up early while I was trying to sleep in. Now I'm checking out Anno 1800. Ah, nice. I have heard people play that game. Not played it myself, but have heard about it. Right, so it's in the middle of this foundation. So the middle. Now I want to go across straight at that height first. So I think what we need to do is so that will go to there, and then that, I suppose once we get over here, then I can have that. There, and then that will give us perfect. How was my Star Wars day? Wow, that was 2 days ago for me. What was May the 4th? What day was that? That was Sunday. Yeah, it was alright. Busy. I was working on some videos. Yeah. Thanks for asking. What about yours? And yesterday being Revenge of the Sith. Oh dear. There's a day for everything, isn't there? Is that the right one? Yep, it is. So now that should go. Was I doing something here? I was doing a... top one. I've got to go higher. That's my mistake. Oh yes, I didn't need... I was working, unfortunately, making pizzas for the masses. Did take the time to watch Phantom Menace though. Nice. It's been a while since I watched a Star Wars movie. I do like them though. Oh no. What am I going to do here to make this happen? So I've got to bring this one down. Did this one. This one did need to come down one. So that connects into there. Perfect. Alright, this one here, we need to come down one. So that's and it's literally Well, as soon as I can, I suppose. So I would do it back here with this one, I reckon. So it's going to come down one. Come to here, down there. That will then go oops. Am I getting this right? Yeah, I think I am. Yep. Yep, so that'll go to here. Yeah. And then that will allow me to bring this one so it's going to get that far. So I'm going to get to what? Oh, I suppose we'll use this. That's it. And then here. That will come to there and then join up. So let's just follow this one back and just disconnect it for a sec and then hook it up. So this is the last one, which is this one here. Alright, so it needs to get to basically follow this one directly, do the exact same thing and get on this belt, this underbelt. So to get to there, I would just do so I would say we're going to go that. Now at this point I'm going to once we cross over here, go back up. So it's this one here to there, to there, to there. And then we just follow the same pattern. that should go. So it's going to come out of there. There might be a belt conflict here, maybe. There's one there. So that would go to there. It's acceptable closeness. Now this belt here, yeah, we have to leave that. Yep. Get rid of this. It's looking better. So that's going to connect there. Right, that should be all of them working again. Just need to wait for all of the ingots to properly travel, but they are all on their way. Just a few final ones to happen there, but got rid of all those support stands, which was part of the goal. I'm going to try catch a few more Z's. Have a good stream. No worries. Thanks, Dr. 10. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. We'll chat to you later. It's already looking better. Now, as for this, I don't know if I can, because I've got this crowding that there. I'm going to just have to stick with these because it's going to be too messy trying to squeeze them through there, but still can get rid of the poles. That looks much better. Oh, we can sort some of these out here. Not all of them, but a lot of them. These ones. Just opens up the factory a lot more if it's all hanging from the ceiling and not being supported by conveyor lifts. Now that's, I'm going to leave that there because I'll just do this side. Don't want to get distracted by doing too much tidying up, because we can come back and do that. I primarily want to get the belts lifted up. So I've still got those belts down there I want to lift up. It's just, we've just done one section. Very productive, but can't lose sight of the bigger goal. But it really neatens it up. Absolutely. That'll be... Beautiful. Yeah, that's made a big difference. Let's open that up. Now these ones, this is where we are probably going to shove up as high as I can go. Now the concrete line, or it can stay interrupted, I'll just bring that over the top. It doesn't, it drops height, so yeah, I'll just leave that. Should I change? Yeah, it's dropping height to stop interfering with other stuff further along. But they're all okay, they don't need to change. That's at the... That's at the acceptable height. So it's just these ones. So how will we do... We've got... Starting off, I've got this one here, I could push all the way to the top. And then, but really, I should push those two up to the top left and right. That's the least amount of work. So one of them is here. The other one is much further down. So I would put the top and that one oh wow, that's feeding that machine and just coming around the back. Okay. So that's actually easy. That one there can go up high. And then this one here can be high as well. So one would have to be in the center. That one would have to be in the center. And that would be, I'd say, that one. I don't think that's going to conflict. Let's deal with that one first. So this one here want to be so that one there. So we're dealing with this one. Okay, so this one I want that's pretty easy, I think. There's nothing really blocking it. So it's just going to be along here, and I'll probably turn in. The other one is the one above it, isn't it? Yeah. The other one's the one above it. And that one is coming from above, actually. So that actually works really well, because that'll go straight across. So that'll be that one there. That'll go and join up down there. So then this one, if that's going to be going straight across, then this one will just go there. So we'll go there. Perfect. Alright, so that running along there. Ah, that's that one done. And the other one's the that one all the way down there. So that'll be this belt should be. Oh, I haven't disconnected it yet. Okay, so let's disconnect that. So this is all Mark II. Let's just make that now so I don't forget. Mark II to there. So it's going to be to here. Now that'll be well, that will reach. I don't need to do an extra bit there. And that's just about empty. I'll just go connect that at the other end. Which I think I did, yeah. So it's just, oh yeah, just got to wait for it to be delivered. Well, let's get rid of the belt that I don't need. Okay, so I need that one supported there. That's fine. Don't need that. Why do we need that? We don't need that anymore. None of those are using that, so get rid of that. That's all of those, and that should all be flowing to there nicely. That's lovely, and we'll get rid of this one. Looking much nicer. Some of these, yeah, we may leave, but that's all of that now. It's all flowing. So I need this one here. If I can move it up to there. This one's going all the way to here and wiggles, and that's because of all that other stuff that went on. If that was come along here. I reckon it'd be cleaner if we did that there. So if I did if I bring that in at this height, that's a Mark III. That was there. Then that I think that'll do it. So these are coming from here. So all I need to do is So I think that to there. That to there. There we go. That's much nicer. That's beautiful. You've got all the belts on the Iron Ingot factory raised up. These we'll get back to. I've done all of those. So the next one's looks like it's going over to those. There's these copper ones. This copper one's pretty straightforward. These two, we bring those straight up. And then there we can deal with those pretty much straight away. Right. Yes, that one will go to there. So I've got a feeling that's so that one should reach to there. Right, so where is your next? So that one's in the way. That's all coming in. That's the overflow. That's the overflow. And that'll just let us get around that. Right. And it's the inside one. So it's this one here. So it's going to be that one there. That's not right. No, the way I've done it is it, yeah, it's like that. That's fine. Right, that can go. That's going to get dealt with a hole in the roof in a second. Going back to this. that. Yep. Right, that's one. And now it's just this one here. As long as it's that one there. That will go to that'll go to there. I've done this the wrong way. It's the other end I want to drain first. Right, so now it's that one there. Yeah. That one might be able to go a bit. So it's going to be coming in at that height. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll go to here. And then that should let me go yeah, I think what I'll do here is go like this. Yeah. And then that can go to the height I need, which is probably there. That's it. Right, we're just about done. In the copper factory. So I don't need another one for that. Yeah, it looks so much better. The ceiling supports. So that goes into there perfectly. Right, we need to change the dimensional depot. The overflows are going to change, but I'm not here to do that right now. We're worried about conveyor belt height. And I'm going to fix this one over here. So what's this one? This one's going all the way over there. So I reckon I put do it at this one here. So it's all Mark 1. Alright, so then same. Oh yeah, yeah. Alright, so that will probably go to there. And now that'll go basically to there. And then that should connect up. Alrighty, yeah, and then that should fit perfectly there. And that cleans that up. And then let's just do those lifts underneath, the conveyor supports underneath, and that'll have that all tidied up. Looking good. If only I'd done this from the start. So I don't reckon I need that support there. Right. That's much cleaner. Yeah, but hindsight is always 20/20. Where's the fun in that? That's right, Zorb. You're absolutely right. Yep. It's not until later. I suppose that's how you learn your lessons. Come up with new ways of doing things. Right, so this back end side of things, I'm going to deal with that later. but it's looking much better. I'm going to do with a few of these. This wire here, oh god, this wire goes for a long way. I think this goes all the way to... It does. I can't really change the height of that one, which is fine. But I can bring the height of this one up. This one I can bring up. Probably. If a build is irretrievable, you can also build elsewhere. Sometimes it's faster. Yeah, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Right, so that one, I think if we bring it higher, because it's just got to go to here, but we can make use of that. I reckon... Mark 2. I reckon I'm going to bring it to here this time. Yeah, there's no need to rip things down sometimes. I think people get a bit carried away with that, to be honest. You just let it trickle along even if it's not efficient, because it's still working. I don't want it there actually. I think I want it there. Yeah, we'll do that. Gaz, peace back and sleep time. Enjoy your stream. Thanks very much, Gaz. We'll chat to you later. Have a good sleep. That's it. Alright, so that's doing that one. We've just changed that, so actually I'm just going to get rid of that. We don't need that one at all. Probably for this one I need this here. And I'd say we'll put that there. And then it'll just be oh yeah. think I'll actually... Get rid of these. Alright, that'll go down to here.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Sinister, hello, welcome. No, not there. Oh my god, that's not straight. Why isn't it level? I think you put it on backwards. I think you got every viewer response in less than 10 seconds there. How are you today? Nice confusion there. Trying to confuse me. What game do you think you're playing? Okay, so that's gone. Doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. I did have a good weekend, thank you. It was very productive. What about yourself? Oh, that's that wire. Sweet, I'm getting rid of some of these now. Alright, that's good. So that's the right height. We did all that ages ago, so that's the right height. I've got to go around and do a lot of this stuff. Getting rid of all these. It's going to be one of those things, and I see it, I'll do it, but I don't think I'm going to try and do it all at once. It certainly makes things look cleaner, especially like these here. Yeah, looks much nicer. Okay, so next, the next battle will be these screws and iron rods, because some of that comes all the way back to here. Yeah, it looks like iron rods is going to be the next one to tackle. An iron plate. Yeah. But I'll be happy once they're all up higher. Until then, I'll be very sad. But we've made a big difference here today. Just this alone, getting this sorted, it's made a massive difference. Looks like there's no power here or something. There's something wrong with the overflow. There's no power to this. Yep. I destroyed that a while ago for some reason by mistake. I think we'll just for the time being do that. And deal with those consequences later. I think that's... Let me have a look. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Oh, we might do the Xeno Basher. And I can't realize I didn't really do this because I found a Xeno Basher early on in the Lizard Doggo Cave, but I completely forgot. By unlocking this, I get hand equipment slot and 3 inventory slots. Like, I should have done this so much sooner. That was no point crying over spilt milk.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna, and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Thanks, Ada. So that was... What's that? T3. Easily overlooked. It is in style. Now we've got another hand slot here and 3 more down here, so we can get rid of another thing out of my inventory. Which I'll probably swap those 2 around. Hypertubes, we're going to do that when 1.1 drops because I want to try all the new stuff. Alright, how many coupons today? 3. Yeah, she's a bit slow at the moment because we're not doing anything really new. That will come in the near future. And that can go over there. Let me make a note. Oh, there's the drop pod. God, I can't remember the name of it. The shuttle. It's got a special name. The Fix-It Freighter. Very productive. We're moving the conveyor belts up. The bottom two heights of conveyor belts have been moved up higher so we can have trucks coming under. I want to get all of those sorted out. We did that at the Iron Ingot factory, the copper ingot factory and the wire factory. I'm moving over to the cable factory as well, but now we have to look at the iron rod, iron plate and screws and where they're going. So there's still a bit to do, but it's we're getting there. It's fun. It's all part of it. I want to get all this organized before we start setting up manufacturer builds, because there's going to be a lot more conveyor belts running around, and I want to have it organized before we start. It's easier to change it now than down the track. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening or night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.